Good morning, everyone. It's kind of morning. It's afternoon, I guess. How are you doing? I know I'm coming a bit late. I think my camera is set up. Actually, my camera is crooked. So let me go ahead and fix this little camera here. Oh, that's a little bit better. My camera's over there, y'all. Today, we're going to talk about why you keep buying stuff when you already know the answer. So my challenge to you is stop buying crap. Like, seriously, stop buying crap when you know you already have the answer to everything. And I'm going to keep playing with this camera while I'm talking. For those of you who are just joining me, you have no idea who I am. I am Phylecia Jones. I am the host and budgetologist of Ask the Budgetologist, where I come on every morning and I answer any questions you have around business, budgeting, and solo entrepreneurship. And I try to talk about that very thin line that us business owners walk between business and personal finances. And today I'm telling you, you need to stop buying things when you already have the answer. You already have the answer. Now, I figured I would come in on a few days this week and talk about the marketing aspect of running a business, how to make money, especially during this interesting time in our lives. But one of the things is everybody's either trying to figure out what to do when it comes to their business. They're getting very hoardy. Is hoardy a word? You're trying to hoard all the courses because everybody's tossing up free stuff, low cost stuff. And I really want to bring this conversation back to my business owners who've been in business 3, 4, 5, 7 years. And right now, yesterday we talked about you need to start hoarding money right now. You need to start hoarding money. And when we are hoarding money, that means inside of our business, that means we are cutting our expenses. So my question for you is, if money is tight, revenue is low, cash reserves are non-existent, why are you buying stuff? Now, I absolutely know this is an unpopular opinion, because that's the thing you say these days. It's an unpopular opinion. It's the unpopular thought, because some people are like, well, if you want to make money, you have to invest money. Yes, I agree with that. If you want to make money, you have to invest money. But right now, we are teetering on the side of a recession. We are knee deep in a global pandemic. Some of us are already close to a little personal recession because our revenue is not coming in the same way. People are wanting to not work with us right now. And I have no problem. I have no problem with you investing in your business. But if all of these things are stressing you out, why do you continue to buy stuff right now? Why do you continue to invest in courses, coaches, and programs? Not that I have a problem with any of these things, but right now, as of today, why are you spending $500, $1,500, $3,000 to invest in a program when you already have paid for the answer? Now, on average, to build a solo business in the first 3 years, we spend about $48,000. $48,000 to launch a solo business. We've paid for the coaches, we've paid for the courses, we paid for the programs. Some of these programs say the same thing. We pay for programs in sales. We pay for programs to how to grow our business. And I'm just challenging you at this exact moment, you have already paid for this answer. Why do you continue to go buy it right now, today, when we are on the brink of either a personal recession because of revenue or a global recession? You already have the answer. You already have these answers. Seriously, you do. If you've been in business for 5 or more years, you already have the answer. Now, I'll step back. For those of you who are brand new in business, this is a great time to invest in learning how to run a business. Just saying. Because a lot of people are offering things dirt cheap. Go for it. But for those of you who've been around in business for some years, especially when you're not learning anything brand new. Now, if you're about to learn something new because of a pivot, going to a different industry, okay, invest away. But investing in your 4th sales program, why right now? What have you implemented in the other 4 that you could implement right now? Because all those things that you learn in all those courses that you paid for, all those programs you paid for, this is the time to implement right now. This is hands down the time to implement everything you have learned. Everything. And the reason why I'm getting on all of you, and I'm getting on everyone who is doing this, and you know what? No shame, no judgment. Do what you need to do. But I'm about to question everything that you're talking about right now when it comes to your money at this moment. Why do you need to do it at this exact moment? Why are you investing? Okay, maybe the cost is low because people need money. I get it. But the one thing I have learned about courses, they're amazing. The one thing I've learned about working with coaches, they are amazing. Working with mentors are amazing. Programs are amazing. But guess what? Guess what happens when you are knee deep in a program? You get distracted. So is right now the best time to get distracted in your business? Now, if your business wasn't doing very well and you're still learning and growing, like I said, I have no problem. But for those of you who have claimed to have income, claimed to have revenue, the pretty Instagram photos, the perfectly manicured Facebook posts, why are you investing right now when you should be hoarding money and you should be implementing all of the things that you have learned? So for those of you who are tuning in, I'm Phylecia Jones. You're watching Ask the Budgetologist, and I'm just kind of, I'm just challenging some of you today. Why do you keep investing in things when you have already paid for it? You have already paid for it. I can go back and look at all of the things I've invested in when it comes to growing a business. Probably close to $48,000. And that's $48,000 of ROI that I need to start implementing right now. Every last thing. I pay for sales classes. Guess what? I need to start implementing everything I've learned over the last 3 years, over the last 3 times I've invested in sales courses right now, because I need to bring in business just like you. The marketing courses I've invested in. Yeah, I need to invest in those right now and actually implement what I've learned in investing. Yeah, the marketing is going to be a little different, but it ain't really changed that much. All the money courses you need to implement right now, or just watch this show. But I'm just kind of challenging you at this exact moment, because yes, you should invest in your business. But right now, if you've been in business for more than 5 years, when you know we're on the brink of a recession, we're knee deep in a pandemic, our revenue is down, even though you may think it's great right now, our revenue is down or is about to be down. We're not even sure if some of us are going to be in business in the next 2 weeks because we are shut in and shut down. Why are you using your money for things that you have already paid for? Seriously, I'm just curious. Tell me. Why are you paying for things again? This is the time to start implementing. I've had people asking me, like, how do I make money right now? I even asked that question. And I answer it by implementing all the things that you have learned over the last 5, 7, 9 years in business. Implement every darn thing in your power right now. Because on the real side, on the CFO side of your business, you need to be hoarding cash right now. You need to be hoarding cash, and you need to be holding on to every bit of cash, because your job is to stay in business. Unless you want your business to fold, no judgment here. Unless you want your business to fold, your job is to stay in business right now. And on the money side, you need to keep more of it before you send more out. Unless you got employees and things like that, you need to keep as much of your money in right now. I hate to say it, but if you don't have cash reserves, if you are stressing about the revenue, this is probably not the time to pay for more things that you have yet to implement. And on the money side, I see this all the time. I have these conversations. The number of people who've paid $17,000 for a marketing course, $15,000 for a speaking course, $5,000 to learn how to post on social media. Why have you not implemented any of that stuff? How many of you seriously right now are paying for subscriptions to help you learn how to do something and you have not used it? If it's the information that you need, implement it. If it's what you need right now, implement, please. Your business is counting on you to implement all of the things that you have learned right now. It is counting on you. Sales classes, marketing classes, social media posting classes, managing your finances, being a leader, having the confidence, having the mindset. everything that you have paid for, everyone who has touched your life and tried to train you, they are counting on you to implement everything right now. Implement it. And if you don't want to implement and you want to keep purchasing, when are you going to implement that? Now, I will tell you that as a business owner, I put a moratorium on buying courses, on buying programs, and investing in coaches. I did that for a good 3 years because, one, I needed to find the right person to work with and at the right time to work with. And in that time period, I implemented all of the other things that I learned. Now, were they perfect implementation? No, but I figured I had nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose by implementing some things that somebody taught, you know what, or implementing the stuff I paid for. Right now, your depression era grandma, she had the right thing. Nothing goes to waste. Yeah, I'm not saying that you got to go drink out of jelly jars right now, but you probably should be drinking out of jelly jars. All of us have courses. I have courses that are sitting, that are still active. I haven't logged into for over a year. This is the time to go and reacquaint yourself with the stuff you have already purchased. For anyone who's ever purchased any of my courses, I dare you to go log in and start implementing everything that I told you to implement. Go and do it right now. Instead of buying, instead of spending more money, instead of spending the thousands or $2,000 that you claim that you are reinvesting in your business versus just buying stuff to sit on a shelf for later, why don't you go implement all that other stuff? Seriously, why not? What do you have to lose right now? You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, does that sound snarky? You're home right now. You have no excuses. You have no network meetings to get to. The Zoom calls are cool, but you don't have to go to all of them. I mean, seriously, Zoom face is a real thing. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? So why not implement? You know, every time we talked about all these courses and these coaches, we don't have time. My schedule is busy. What's your excuse right now for not implementing all this stuff? It's just serious. You have learned so much in the last 5 years of your business, the last 7 years of your business. 9, you have read so many books. You have gone to so many workshops. You have taken the notes. You have the notebooks. I can't even find my notebook right now. You have the notebook full of notes. Right now, those people that you invested in, how about you email them and just say, hey, I'm going through my notes from 2 years ago. Hey, is there a way you can kind of give me some fill in the blanks of some questions that I have? People ain't got nowhere to go. Why don't you give them a call right now? People would love to hear a voice, hear a friendly voice. People on the other side of these programs that you purchased would love to hear that you are implementing their stuff right now because it's the best thing to implement at the moment. They would love to hear it. So before you go out and buy something that you probably aren't going to use, and before you go out and spend your hard-earned money, remember these things. You are in business to survive. No, let me say that perfectly better. Your business needs to survive. So take it either way you want. Your business is depending on you to survive right now. Survive. That means you need to hoard as much cash as possible. You need to build up your reserves if you don't have them. Now, if you have money, you have reserves, go and invest away. This is a great time to invest. You know what? Times like this are for the savers. But right now, if you have no cash reserves and you don't know what to do next, go and implement all that other stuff. Go and implement everything else that you've purchased for. Take the risk. Because I'm pretty certain every course, every program, every coaching person you've ever worked with wants you to take that risk and throw yourself knee deep into this business and make it work. Because right now, nobody is out here to save us. And if we've been getting by is not good enough right now. So I need you to stop buying things that you probably aren't going to use, that you're going to pay attention to, and you're going to throw excuses at. I need you to go implement that $48,000 worth of training. Some of you have spent over $100,000 worth of training over the last few years in business. Implement it. All those courses that's sitting in your email box, go and find them. Put them on a Trello board and go and work through every last one of them over the next 2 weeks. You're sitting at home. Use your time wisely. Use your time to grow your business with the things you have already paid for. I challenge you to do it. Now, if you want to invest, go do your thing. No judgment, no shame. You do whatever you need to do. But I'm just going to challenge you right now to use the stuff that you already have. And you can go drink out of some jelly jars if you want to as well. All right. That's me and my soapbox for today. Let me know how it goes when it comes to implementing all the things that you've already purchased. Seriously, stop buying stuff when you already have this answer. You already know how to grow this business. You already know what to do. Just go do it. Your business, this is so crucial right now. All the things that you're about to implement, they are so crucial right now. You need to implement everything, so that you can get your business on the other side of what's going on in this world. Because you need to survive. There are people depending on you. So that's my challenge for you today. For those of you who tuned in, thank you so very much. Hopefully I wasn't too preachy, but sometimes I just need to say some things. Especially when it comes to money and running a business, because I really do want you to be successful. I need you to be successful. I don't need all of the people I know not being in business, because you've worked way too damn hard. You've worked way too hard to have your business fail right now. So go and just implement all that stuff. You've already paid for it. You've already invested in it. You got notes, you got notebooks, you got pen, paper. Just go and do it. All right. So thank you so very much for tuning in. I appreciate you. You can go download the podcast. You can go watch on YouTube. Go to Keep Up with Mrs. Jones. It'll lead you to everywhere you need to go. Take care of yourself. Go implement. Happy budgeting. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye.